Hello, everybody. Welcome. How you doing, Vaultec? Joining me today.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Pretty good. After work, long day. So pleased to announce that we were able to do our first test run last weekend, and on our curation trail for DTube. But yeah, I want to showcase that mostly. I figured we could also discuss how we need to change a few things. So as you can see, we ended up dropping in on Alex Rand's post Bangla cover. It was the last one curated by the DTube One Love DTube Curation team through our Discord. They manually curate, come in with the links, drop them, then they react to the bot in the same function that DTube supposedly does it. We have a modified bot. Now, we're going to expand upon that bot eventually, but to highlight its function for this is our curation trail, which is following its vote. Our first test run, and I believe all of those votes except for Alex's, his self making the post, was our trail. So, as you can see, pretty fat frickin' votes. Vaultec was the one that pointed that out, causing me to quickly close the program. Running it on my node. He helped me get it set up and running. And yeah, we came to the conclusion we needed to do two things. What were those again, Vaultec?
Have at least a cap on it, so the maximum is like 500k VP, and then also do some vote tipping as well. I think
that. Yes, thank you. See, I knew there was a reason I invited you. Terrible, but true. Tipping. Now that's a facet that I've been really kind of frustrated with much of the bot use on DTube, and I wanted to cover that a little bit today. We're hoping to break out of the mold of bots not using tips. So you see all these accounts, any of the ones that we end up having the right to use a tip for, I do believe we're going to implement some tipping for those accounts based on if the author wants to. For sure, our one big sponsor, we have approval to be doing some tipping with them, so we can actually directly tip the author with our largest trail account. This is pretty substantial. Now, we're hoping to adjust this pretty significantly, I think, so we're not dropping 2 million VP every time we curate someone.
Yeah.
That's a little bit excessive. But one thing to note is that we actually got a pretty decent return for some of these accounts, which you look at Ionomy versus Bird for our curation trail. One aspect we are actually looking at is the fact that some people don't want to be active on the platform, but at the same time, they're not wanting to just leave their tokens on an exchange or just put them in the farm. They want them to go to use, supporting creators, and that's One Love, right? We're all about supporting creators and building solutions. So in this, we're building a solution to support creators. Makes sense to me. I believe if we bring it down, I don't know, so that our larger accounts cap out maybe 4 or 5 times what our lower accounts are managing for votes, it may turn out to be more of a fair. Yeah, we might have to bring the 500k down a bit unless we're going to have a factor So it actually considers that 500k is the maximum. So it wouldn't always be giving 500k votes, because then we'd still have 2 accounts dropping likely 1 million every time we curate. And now that'd be a lot of stress on like the actual rewards pool, and then potentially misuse of some of the voting. Now I wanted to cover that a little bit. I really appreciate Alex Rand, so I'm quite pleased that it ended up being him. Because no judgment to our curation team, sometimes there is a little bit of, you know, friendship voting happening. You can't blame them. Everybody has friends. You want to support, we're all about supporting. But if we had a friendship vote go out on some really not good content that was dropping 115 DTC, we'd likely get a response. So I made sure I left a comment. Much love. If anybody had any concerns, they could message me directly, even though my vote isn't amongst the list. So it's kind of apparent if anybody looked. That was... I hate to draw attention and start getting people flagging us, because we're managing like an exchange account to try support creators. We have to be semi-delicate how we do this. Now, what about a timeline, Vaultec? Are we going to look at like 2 weeks for our next test, or are we going to be...
Hoping like this weekend would be good.
Oh, fuck yeah. Good.
But yeah, it depends. I have a lot of things going on, so I might not have time for it.
For sure. For sure. I always try give more time than necessary. I would like to, at about the same time, once we have our trail working for YouTube specifically, look at the possibility of doing... Let me drop my browser. Possibility of doing some tutorial challenges. We have sponsorship in the works. We have the big votes. We can start pushing forward with that a bit and make it a promotional thing for all that we're doing, as well as those that are sponsoring us in it. But that like really requires our curation team to be able to have full power behind the curation vote, which right now we're only operating DTube, or the One Love DTube, pardon me, not DTube. We don't operate DTube. Goddamn, talk about the worst misspeak ever.
Yeah, we operate DTube, guys.
Yeah, no, come on. God, it's my face on here, you bugger. We operate that one right there, the One Love one. It may have a DTube in it though. But yeah, no, it's if they have full power behind the vote, we can spread it out a fair bit more. Our curation bot will back down the VP based on how much is available. So as they curate, as long as our curation trail is also accounting for each account's available VP as it goes, because you're talking it's pretty algorithmic, right?
Yeah, it would select a different amount. I'm thinking for that, either just have like a stepped based one where once it gets past some amount of a VP, then it goes down, or we could do like a logarithmic thing where as it goes up, then it slowly but surely drops.
Yeah.
Stop adding.
Okay. Well, whichever works out better, I guess.
Yeah, really doesn't matter. It's just how you do it. Might be a little bit more smooth one versus the other. Yeah,
you'd see faster declines of VP and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, likely to probably try keep it on the smooth route, because some people that would want to join the trail may be also active themselves. So right?
Yeah.
Don't quite know how this is going to go yet. Like myself, I'm active, I post. It would be quite frustrating for me to be part of a trail and go to post and have no VP.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
further note,
maybe like a minimum like 10K or something like that.
I
don't know.
Maybe depending on the accounts, if we could set it per account, because we have a couple accounts that are just like curation trail accounts right now. I have no problem them blowing all their VP and then charging to blow it all just to keep supporting creators. But like, let's use myself as an example because it's the easiest. I want to try maintain about 3 million VP. That's my personal-ish minimum. Just, I don't know why. Maybe because it's Duke 13. Yeah, that's how silly it is. But with that said, if we had an adjustable minimum, then it'd be flexible for each account that we're either managing or has decided to contribute to our trail.
Got it.
So yeah, that's basically all we have for today. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem.
One of these days we're gonna have to get you on camera.
Oh yeah, I'll have to set up like a studio or something for that.
It looks like I'm in a studio, but it's just my living room, guys. I turned my all-in-one so it's facing the kitchen, and I turned the lights off in the living room. I flipped my lighting for my rig around to face me so I could actually spin it real easy. And yeah, so if I need to go to the rig, I could just spin everything, go over there, and then it's all set up there. But it's kind of in a mishmash. I've just been doing everything here, and I like that weird. Wait, that's the backlighting, right? from the overhead lighting, and it's all dim. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was looking at some stuff because I was thinking like getting a green screen, and oh boy, those are expensive for no reason.
And it's a lot of work.
Not that bad. Yeah, they're just like way too expensive.
It's a lot of work.
Like
I got the green screen over there. Why do you think I'm over here?
Oh, your thing is frozen for me.
Oh, you can't see me?
Yeah, it's just frozen, but it was playing. It was working a second ago. I don't know why now it's broken.
That's interesting. Lag between our systems. Maybe it's compensating by shutting down our between videos so our audio keeps going.
Yeah, I don't know. Shouldn't be messed up. I don't know what's going on.
I could quickly do this. That might help.
Oh, there we go. It's fixed.
Yeah. I just needed to quickly reset my camera. So all in all, we've done pretty good on our first test. Proud of you, and I'm super stoked to be able to use our community rig soon. Something else we should talk about, how upgraded the damn thing to 64 gigs, and probably enough to be able to do the majority of the random projects I've speculated. And we just need people to knuckle down on them.
Yeah, I need to still look at that because there's definitely stuff that we could run that benefit what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Like I finally worked out how we could use RSS and a bot for Twitter on DTube. This is kind of like a side project, but kind of relates because it's community oriented. I brought crypto info into One Love, and now I'm kind of trying to point him in directions because Deckard Kane educated me that he's an up-and-comer that just needs some guidance. So I'm hoping if I can point him in the right directions and he asks the right questions, he'll get to a similar destination as, say, Tech Coder. Yeah.
So this is Deckard, right?
No, actually, Deckard pointed out crypto info.
Oh, okay, got it.
As like a rising star that hasn't been recognized. I don't know if you want to call it that. Someone that could potentially be, if given the right opportunities. That's more accurate.
I talked to him a fair bit. I think he's a cool guy.
Well,
although not much more than that.
Yeah, he's quiet. Had him on a couple times. I would like to get him on again, along with Deckard. Bloody Deckard. I think my phone, as I mentioned this, I think my phone picks up on my resentment. That's what it is. And it started changing his name.
Oh yeah.
Bloody. Frig. All right, I think that's basically it. We discussed all that we really need to. This is going to go out on the One Love Fund account, guys, so don't forget to vote. Your votes go into our community fund. Right now, the intention is onboarding. Based off of our Twitter polling, they said save it. I asked how much. Basically infinite. So I thought about onboarding, and anything mentioned around that gets a lot of support. If you're going to get us to just save our funds for you guys, then I'm going to find means of giving it back to the platforms, because that is you guys. So watch for those tweets, and you can make your decision on how we move forward. Don't fight me this time. Thank you for joining me, Vaultec.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.